Greetings of the day, friends. Now we are in the last segment of domestic wastewater treatment plant, miscellaneous, and we will also see some of the low cost sanitation system in the unit process in wastewater treatment plant. So once again, let's have a relook on the flow diagram of the wastewater treatment plant. So from starting till date, what we have seen, it is influent, that is your quality of the raw wastewater which is coming for treatment to the domestic wastewater treatment plant. Initially it will be stored at some place, after that it will be passed through screening, then through grit chamber, then before aeration tank it is primary clarifier, and after aeration tank it is secondary clarifier. Aeration tank is the most important system, it is secondary system till your grit chamber all were primary treatment. Now after secondary clarifier, the water if required, the treated wastewater after secondary treatment, if required, it will be passed through disinfection chamber, right? Now as we see that this is domestic wastewater, this is not a drinking water, so it is very difficult to go for the cost of all these so much quantity of the wastewater. So disinfection is normally not a routine process, but if we have to go for reuse of wastewater, or if the somehow quality of treated secondary effluent is so vast so that we cannot dispose it of according to the disposal criteria, then to meet with the guideline of Indian standard for disposal, we may have to go for disinfection. And if at all it will be required, then chlorination is the most techno-economical solution, because by jar test you can perform the optimum dose of coagulant to be added in the coagulation chamber. Same way by breakpoint chlorination you can determine the optimum dose of chlorine which should be added in the tank for chlorination of that quantity of wastewater. So disinfection is I will say that for this particular domestic wastewater treatment plant is the optional step. We have to take decision according to the quality of wastewater. Also that after these processes will be completed, then what we will do with the retained sludge and with the wastewater. So the treated wastewater, it is normally allowed to go through some land area, or it may meet some water body, because now we have treated it and it does not contain any harmful things under it, right? But whatever the sludge is retained, we can create sludge drying bed and then we can spread it over it. So in all this unit, actually what we are achieving as a removal, okay? So here I have mentioned that by screen chamber we can achieve 5% BOD removal. So what we have to understand, that if 100 was BOD at the initial stage, that is at the inlet of the screening, outlet of the screening will be removing 5% of 100, and then it will enter to the grit chamber. So whatever is entering to the grit chamber, it is 100% for grit chamber, of which 10% will be removed. Likewise in the primary settling tank 25%, in activated sludge 80%, and in the secondary settling tank 25% BOD will be removed, right? Then the last step of the wastewater treatment plant, it is sludge drying bed, that normally whatever semi sludge we have, semi solid sludge we have retained or we have received, which may be active microorganisms, and we can spread it over the land area. So maybe at the last stage of your domestic wastewater treatment plant, you may have some open land area which may be divided into pit, over which you can spread this waste and allow it to get dry in the presence of sunlight. Whenever it will be dry, means complete moisture will be out. After that you can say that it is the best manure which can be given to the farmers or for any agricultural activity at low cost or at no cost. So that is going to be useful for agricultural activity. So this is how we are dealing with the unit process in wastewater treatment plant. Now sometimes it will happen that you may not have that space, or you may not have that budget, or you may not have that population to install the complete domestic wastewater treatment plant. So instead of that, we can go for low cost sanitation system, simply saying that this is the system which solves the purpose with low cost. And most common options are septic tank and soak pit. So what is septic tank, it is just like a tank. It is having a shallow depth, right? A septic tank is defined as a sedimentation tank with a detention period of 12 to 36 hours with the extra provision for anaerobic digestion of the settled sludge. And septic tank is anaerobic treatment unit, so therefore foul gases will be evolved, and that's the reason why they are kept away from the building, right? It is just you are dumping it in some pit, and because of which definitely odor will be a problem, so you cannot have it in your home, right? So these are some of the pictures where I can say this is low cost sanitation system. Most common options, as we have discussed, it is septic tank and soak pit. Why we are providing and where we are providing septic tank? So normally maybe it is a rural area, or maybe it is a hotel which is on the highway, or some isolated colony, means it is that kind of area which is not having sufficient population or sufficient budget or sufficient connectivity for installation of domestic wastewater treatment plant. In this condition we will go for the construction of septic tank, right? So they are suitable where there is no sewerage system, or it may be costly and uneconomical to carry wastewater sewerage system which is far away. Soil is relatively porous. If soil is porous, what is the advantage? If you are injecting directly into the soil, then also by dispersion trenches you can inject your wastewater, and it's perfectly fine. So that can also be one of the option. Advantages and disadvantages, if we see, so advantages, it is cheaper. As you have seen in the picture, construction is very simple. No skill supervision is required, or no intelligence is required, and the septic tank effluent can be disposed of in the soak pit or distribution trenches. Also large cleaning period can be allowed, and it removes considerable amount of BOD and suspended solid. But what are the disadvantages? That it has to be provided at far end, as we have discussed, because it's going to give you foul smell of the foul gases like H2S, methane, etc., and which can be hazardous as well. And effluent from the septic tank that contains higher BOD, and it needs proper disposal. If the soil permeability is poor, it is difficult to dispose the effluent of the septic tank. Larger distribution trenches are required in that case, right? So with every system, advantages and disadvantages are there. If you just have a look on this schematic diagram, then at the bottom it is going to be a sludge. Then we are disposing of the wastewater. So as here you can see that sewage from the houses will enter over here, and whatever the wastewater goes for the drain field, it will go over here. Here buffet wall is there. This is scum, and this is manhole that you can open it and you can go inside if required for cleaning purpose or some other purpose. And here inspection pipes can also be installed, right? So the only major problem is bad odor. Also you can see soak pit. So there are you can say there are three methods: soil absorption, biological filter, and upflow anaerobic filter. Soil absorption system is based on the characteristics of the soil to absorb the water or wastewater because of the porosity, and it is poured or applied on the wide area of the land, and it slowly percolate or disappear. So this type of system is not only applicable when the soil is pervious and has a high rate of percolation. So here again a schematic diagram for soil absorption. So as you can see that here the septic tank is provided, and after that it is going for distribution box, which is rain field, or this is the crushed gravel or so on. This is non-perforated pipe, and this is going to be a perforated pipe, so that here you can have a waste water, right? So this is how soil will absorb the wastewater. Then soak pit is a circular covered pit, and effluent is discharged into this pit, and because of porosity soil absorbs the wastewater. That's what we have seen in the picture also. Limited and unlimited soak pit are provided in the permeable soil, and it is not advisable to provide a soak pit at the site having percolation rate which is less than 30 minutes. So friends, the only request is that if you see this simple device, right, this is mobile. Here it is giving you what you can say, you are end user, so you are using the application, but I want you to be here, right? We are engineers, we have to be a creator, and we have to be a problem solver. We have to solve the problem, and we have to give application for others to use. So don't be here, we want you to be here, and using your best skill. You have to always optimize and take right decisions at right time, so that we can get the maximum benefit in limited budget, and we can always run the system. Thank you so much for listening my lectures. These all are the unit processes for the domestic wastewater treatment plant.